Okay. Ooh. I don't know where my voice went just now, but hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, we see the return, their first ever return, of NewJeans, the newest line member of the fourth gen mega stars. They've only been about for a few months, and their popularity has skyrocketed. They have had one release with 4 or 5 songs, and they're already well and true contenders in the Rookie of the Year race. And to be frank, it's well deserved. Their debut tracks were absolutely unbelievable. The fact that they opened with Attention, that song had this retro nostalgia vibe to it. It was really laid back and chill. Then they came out with Hype Boy, which just swept the nation and socials. I don't talk as much about the other two B-sides because Hurt wasn't my cup of tea, and the last one we won't talk about. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. That's all I'll say. But NewJeans are making their first ever comeback. Technically, Ditto, the tracks, very important that it's plural, is technically a pre-release because the album itself is coming out in January. 2023 will be off to a hot start because we'll have NewJeans, we've got Monster X in January. There's a couple others I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, NewJeans, they're huge. They're absolutely massive. And unfortunately, I don't know who's who yet. They're a group that I quite enjoyed the music, but I just never really got the opportunity to deep dive into. I know that there's an Australian in the group because I found out about this group, or yeah, the first time I ever heard about NewJeans was on LKTV's Twitch streams. And him being Australian, of course, he got super patriotic and gung ho about the fact that they had one Aussie and another who spoke very Aussie English. She was the member from the other member who wasn't Korean. But anyways, NewJeans, I'm excited to see where they go because this kind of like chill retro like vibey type of song music. They aren't the only ones doing this anymore. Whatever's going on with Triple S, I don't know, but Acid Angels from Asia and Generations was very much along the same lines of Attention and Hype Boy. Or probably more towards Attention, but Ditto, what is this going to sound like? I have no idea. But here we go. Now, reminder, I said videos or clips we're watching today. Because once again, NewJeans have gone and done a multiple MV release for their track. So Hype Boy or Attention that have 4 or 5 different versions. But yeah, Ditto has 2, a side A and a side B, which is quite interesting. If there's lore, I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be lost in the music, especially on this first side A listen. But here we go. I think that's enough talking for me. 3, 2, 1. Compact TV without a red auxiliary input.
그거 아니야. 강고양이 씨. 저는 고양이가 아니야. 무슨 소리 강고양이 씨.
This abandoned school aesthetic is really strange. I'm confused on where this is going. What? we into the song now? What is going on? Okay, I'm well and truly lost now. What on earth? It's like atmospheric now. What is happening?
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, go say it, ditto.
Okay, we're going fast-paced retro. We got a driving beat now on top of the really fast-paced claps.
Do you want somebody like I want somebody? 날 보고 웃었지만 do you think about me now? Yeah, all the time, yeah, all the time. I got no time to lose. 내 길었던 하루.
Okay, there's no sudden hit or no sudden drop. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a slow build into a chorus. We got a riser. This isn't the chorus, is it? Is this the chorus? It's like the song is still building. How is the song still building? I'm so lost on where we are. One thing is for sure is I think NewJeans are gonna roll with this retro throwback sound. That's what I'm thinking. If there was a plot to this MV, I am lost. So we just have a sixth member of the supposed friend group who's responsible for the camera and... Well, yeah. Or is this one of those... Was it all a... Okay, yep, I'm really lost now. What did I just witness? I'm lost. Very much lost. If I'm going to make a comment right now, I will say I'm tremendously confused on the structure of the song. Because until we got to about... Let's see if I can even find it. Because like until we get to this like final little outro interlude bit with the woo-woos and the percussions, until here, the song was pretty much constantly building from start to finish. And like we didn't get really too many big changes in terms of like, you know, bringing down the energy for the pre-chorus or having a riser into the chorus or anything like that. It was like one constant slow uphill climb towards the end of the song where it finally petered out, and it's like it made the song really hard to follow. Because for me, when you have a song that's like a good song will build the energy up along with it until it needs that, you know, final burst of energy to kind of like a grandiose flourish into the chorus. That's primarily how pop songs work, is you build up the energy, you bring it back down for the pre-chorus to build it up even more, and then release all the energy in the final chorus, in the chorus, rinse and repeat. You don't get that with this song at all. And that, combined with kind of uneven distributions in terms of segmenting the song, makes it virtually impossible for me to follow it. The song itself is fun, I have no qualms about it. But it's just kind of frustrating to listen to because I don't know where I am in the song, so I can't really interpret correctly what part of the song I'm supposed to be listening to. There's a verse, a main verse, a pre-chorus, a chorus, a bridge or an interlude, and intro outros are all interpreted very differently when put together. Like, musically, you can put a bridge or a verse directly before a chorus. That's perfectly fine. But the listener needs to know, for me at least, a listener needs to know when there is no pre-chorus. Because that's just been the general song structure for pop music for, you know, decades. The verse, pre-chorus, chorus. That's the standard formula for a pop song. 1, 2, 3. But when that defining barrier between the categories becomes obscure, like in Ditto, you can't really interpret it how you want to. Just slightly frustrating, because I think that would really help me understand where the song is going. Don't even get me started on the MV, because this is some multi-dimensional mumbo jumbo that I followed Luna ever since debut. I should say ever since group debut, so Favorite. I wasn't around with them for the solo debuts, but the Lunaverse, extremely hard to follow. But this on its own, also hard to follow. It's shot brilliantly. I love like the handheld camera, like the grainy, almost like glitchy handheld mini DV camera aesthetic, because I relate to that. I grew up with that. But the plot of the MV, I'm just confused by. But there is a second version. It's a B-side. So let's check it out, see if this clears anything up. And actually, this time I can pay attention to the visuals a little bit more because I know what the song sounds like.
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle.
My nose is itchy.
아침이 너무 멀어서 say it out. 훌쩍 커버렸어. 함께한 기억처럼 널 보는 내 마음은 어느새 여름 지나갈 기다렸지. All this time. Do you want somebody like I want somebody? 날 보고 웃었지만 do you think about me now? Yeah.
So like, I think in terms of song, I think we're in the pre-chorus here. Because it's just percussion, one synth, and the vocals. But is this the pre-chorus or is this the chorus? be like you're in school and it's like you have a group of imaginary friends, or like a group of friends around you that only you can see, so everyone around you thinks you're kind of also, is this sixth person important to the group as a whole? Okay, back to the song, because I'm pretty sure now we're in it's either the second verse or the pre-chorus. Or is this the pre-chorus? Like, do you understand my dilemma here, where I don't know where we are in the song? My dad used to use those exact same Sony mini DV tapes as for my home videos as a kid. So nostalgia, tick. I'm still confused about the plot. And so this is the opening shot from the A side. What? Okay, I thought I was finally getting it, but I don't get it. I will say this, the cinematography for NewJeans videos is absolutely insane. Their way of storytelling is so impressive. Do I understand it? No, I don't. But I'm not a film major. I lived with film majors, but I'm not a film major. But, retro is in these days, I guess. Even though retro for me is like when I was 4 years old. It's not to have another age crisis on camera, but like when Chan, Stray Kids Bang Chan, learned that Iso was born 10 years after he did, and to be fair, 10 years after I was born as well, because I'm also a 97 baby. Like, these idols are not getting any, like, we checked out Seed, who, like, had members born in, like, 94 and 95 and stuff. But we're seeing idols born in, like, the late 2000s that are debuting now, and it's just, like, first of all, what am I doing with my life? I'm 25 with 2 university degrees sitting here looking for a job. Meanwhile, these literal kids are, some of the most popular entertainers in East Asia and in the world. It's like, really puts into perspective how little your life is. Or at least how little my life is. But I'm going to stop the crisis there for the sake of my mental health and yours as well. But I kind of vibe with the song. I think this one's going to need to grow on me a little bit, though. Like compared to Hype Boy and Attention, this one's got a little bit of growing space it needs to do. But, you know, is it my least favorite song that they've done? No. Am I confused by it? Oh yeah, 100 P's I'm confused by it. But I think that's to be expected with a lot of groups these days anyway, so just kind of gonna roll with it. But that's it for me today. I'm excited to see where the full release is. Because Attention followed up by Hype Boy, I think. I think that's the right order. That was a great 1-2 combo. Ditto leaves the second track very ambiguous. What is it going to be? We'll find out, I guess. But that's it for me today. If you want to check out more from me, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff I watched in the past. Oh, I'm not on the right screen. There we go. Now we're on the right screen. Channel icon is up there. You can check out the back catalog of stuff I've watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time,